I'm good. Thank you very much for getting everything over to me. 147.4. Dropped off a little bit more. Nice to see. So from Tuesday, another pound. Tightening up. Definitely a little bit leaner. It's good to see. A little bit flatter, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. Got to get flat to get lean. 3324 is in play. Handball's in play. Time time. 40 MCG. 20 MCG. Okay, 20 MCG. Run that all the way through. Daily, no changes to that. Just on waking first thing, you combine with it, Clan, T3, growth hormone, all of these. So everything all sort of fasted on waking and then go get your cardio done. Nutrition wise, slight tweak on nutrition as well. 250. That's literally all I need you to do for the time being. So make that change there, make that change there. Sorry, that's no changes there, make that change there. And then obviously the changes are made on your sheet in terms of PEDs. Okay.
You can probably hear the washer in the background. Excuse the spot, by the way. I've put like 2 layers of foundation on. Well, not on my forehead. You can see my freckles. But it's not going anywhere, so we'll have to cope for today. We'll have to deal with it, guys, together. I have just been down to the post office in the snow. It's kind of sort of easing off now. Like there's a trodden path, basically, so you can walk on the pavements, which is great, because I don't really want to get 14,000 steps on the treadmill. That would suck, to be quite honest with you. So just popped down to the post office. I've posted a client t-shirt. I've posted a team t-shirt to Knoxville, Tennessee, which is where Cocaine Bear was filmed, which I think's cool AF. But yeah, shout out Amanda. I imagine you're watching this YouTube, because that's how Amanda found me, through YouTube, and then now I'm coaching her. So I've just posted a t-shirt out, which is great. Any of my other clients, if you want a t-shirt, I've got like 3 left at the moment, but I can always buy some more in. But yes, I've done that. Got a few steps. Let's see where we're at. 5,500. That's because of cardio as well. I got 2,000 on the Stairmaster this morning, so I'm actually 3,000 steps deep, and I've got 14,000 to get. So 11,000 left. I'm gonna go and train back now. I'm just having pre-workout bagel and Marmite classic, and I've had some food drops this morning. We've had a little bit more assistance added into this prep as well, and I will update you on all that when I've come back from the gym. If I sit like this, you won't notice my spot. It's another one of those days where I just look vile. Why do I never look nice when I'm filming a YouTube? Oh well. I've also got like moisturiser all around my lips, if you're just wondering what's going on. Very, very dry lips at the moment. I think it's like hormonal. I don't know though. Not sure, but they get really bad for a while. Anyway, besides the point, you're not here to judge me on my physical appearance, I hope. Well, physique maybe, not face, not hair. But yes, I'm very optimistic at the moment. Obviously last week's vlog I was saying about my leg. I have been to a physio and it's okay. I just think I'm obviously going to have to take things easy this prep, because obviously last prep I had the same issue with the same knee, and I just kind of worked through it and just pushed on, whereas now I said to Tom, I'm not even sure when I'll be able to start training legs again properly. I did do a session on Wednesday, got like a hamstring session, and it was all right. I just went super light on things and just did what I could do. Tom just says, just so long as you can get blood in there at the moment, that's all we can do. So I'm cracking on. I'm going to keep on top of the physio and things like that and just try and work with it, really. I actually did go on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes this morning, the full 30 minutes, which is a vibe, to be fair. It's more than I've done in over a week, I would say. I've mainly been on the cross trainer, and then there was obviously some days last week when I just didn't do cardio at all. And yeah, over the weekend I didn't do any cardio. There was like 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no cardio, and my weight still dropped off. And then we've put cardio back in this week with the 14,000 steps, which got increased from 12k to, we sort of said 2k extra steps instead of cardio, and then we've just kept the 14k steps with the cardio still at 30 minutes daily, and weight just keeps on dropping off. So I'm 10.6 pounds down this morning. I was really happy with my check-in, to be fair. So I'm still checking in twice a week at the moment, Tuesdays, Fridays. So checked in on Tuesday, and then this Friday I am another 1.4 pounds down or 1.2 pounds down? Yeah, I think it was 1.2 pounds down, which is and good. Another pound dropped off, and I dropped like 1.6 pounds from like the last Friday to the Tuesday check-in. So basically I've lost 2.8 pounds this week, and I lost 3.6 pounds a week before. So I'm kind of about like £3 a week at least. So it's like mad that I'm, you know, like half a stone down basically in a couple of weeks, which is crazy rate of loss. But yeah, this prep's just moving really well. So off the back of this morning's check-in, the rest day macros are still staying the same. They haven't changed for a while. So actually what I need to do is I need to update my little prep book. So I've got a little book where I'm sort of keeping note of all the changes that happen on this prep. Just think it's a nice thing to look back on. I did it in my last prep. I did it on my like peak weeks and stuff, but I haven't done it. I haven't done like a full kind of prep log before. I'm a bit outdated with changes, to be fair. The last thing I've written in here is the 24th of Feb, so that's quite a while ago. So I'm going to write in today's, and then I'm going to have to backlog on myself and write in the other ones. But yeah, so last time I wrote in, yeah, my food's not changed since the last time. So the 24th of Feb was the last time we had a food change. So now we're changing again. So we're on training days, 170 protein, 250 carbs now. So we've dropped off 25 grams of carbs, 40 fats still, and then rest days have stayed the same at 200 protein, 175 carbs and 55 fats, which is manageable. And I'm off to the cinema later, and I've already tracked everything in so that I know what snacks I can take with me. So I'm going to take a Squares bar, I'm going to take a little square of Lindt dark chocolate, the 70%, and I'm going to take one of those Lindals, however you pronounce it, like basically the 15 gram of protein little yogurt pot things, which are like 150 grams of yogurt for 15 grams of protein, and they're only like 83 calories. So I'm going to take those 3 little snacks with me, which is just nice. I've been going to the cinema for the last couple of weeks on prep, to be fair. Just a nice activity to do. So yes, and then the other change that's been made, so we're adding in Clen from tomorrow. So I'll put drugs. Nice. Always sounds a bit, I'd rather put peds, but I'll put drugs, whatever. So we're going in at just 20 Clen, which is the starting dose for anyone. Like, everyone tends to start on 20. I've never heard of anything different. And that'll just get tapered up. Last time I prepped, I got up to 80. So going up in like 20 milligram doses, which I imagine is going to be what Tom does. So that's it, really. That's the changes. Cardio is just never changed, so I haven't updated that at any point. It's always been 30 minutes daily. And steps 14k. I'm not sure if I've written that anywhere. No, this is the update I need to make. Okay, that is now done. So steps got upped on the 3rd of March, so last Friday, because that's when I checked in and we did the no cardio approach over the weekend. So yeah, that's it. That's my update. I'm running 14k steps, 30 minutes cardio. We've got Yihimbine went in first at the start of prep, and obviously GH and metformin's been going year round anyway, and then so that's 3 things, and then we added T3 and T4, and then now we're having Clen in as well. So that's 6 different things, 5 of which contribute towards fat loss. So there we go. That's my kind of 2 pence on the difference so far between a natural and assisted prep. Obviously I'm having a fair bit of assistance on the fat loss side of things. Obviously things are moving really quickly, so I don't doubt that's why, because I've never dropped weight like this in the past before. So there we go. That's my little update. I'm gonna put this away now. And I have a client set up to do, which is great. So yeah, I've got a couple of new clients started actually. But that's pretty much it, because I've trained back. I've got a good bulk of steps in. Gonna obviously finish them off by going to the cinema. And I've got my snacks ready. Gonna have a second bagel before I go as well. So I'm still on the 2 bagels on a training day hype. My calories are just above 2,000 at the moment, and I can still fit 2 bagels in, and that's what I want to fit in. Obviously if I was a day when I was maybe a bit hungrier, I wouldn't do that, but my hunger's been fairly subdued recently. So yeah, I'm just rolling with it and having the foods I want to have. So that's it, guys. I'm also meant to be venturing to Rotherham, Ultralex Rotherham next week, which I'm buzzing for because I haven't been there in ages. But yeah, I will catch you in a bit, guys. Right, you lovely lot. Cue me walking you through my camping / glamping weekend that me and my friend decided to actually brave despite the snow. It involved me travelling down to Shrewsbury on the train, which actually was really fine. There was no issues with the journey whatsoever. I made sure I had all my food ready, packed, etc. I planned everything out. I knew which meals I was going to be having. I even told my friend in advance what she needed to buy to have with her, because I was staying in her van. And en route to Shrewsbury, you basically have to switch at Manchester Piccadilly and then walk from Piccadilly to Victoria is like the fastest way to actually get from station to station. It's about a 10-15 minute walk, and there's an Aldi in between, and I don't have an Aldi near me, but a lot of people on Instagram are always telling me about the Aldi protein puddings, so I thought I would take the liberty of going to buy one. So I got the vanilla one. It was a lot different to what I expected. Like, as you can see, the consistency is super thick. I've tried the one from Lidl and it wasn't like this. It was like more yogurty, but no, this is more like a custard, but it was really nice. And yeah, got to my friend's van. There she is, absolute babe. Look, you can see she's literally had a fire built in, which cuts through the ceiling, you know, to let the smoke out and stuff. So it was really warm in there. Had a really good night's sleep. There's the bed with my feet. That's my feet. Yeah, as you can see, she's like built all in the sort of like the walls are like wooden and stuff like that to give it a homely feel. She literally does live here full time. She doesn't like have a house anymore. She literally lives in this van full time. So it's very much sort of like fit for purpose, if that makes sense, for me to stay there for a weekend on prep. Like, I had everything I needed. There's the chicken and potatoes that she prepped for me because she bought them in advance, and there's a little cooking thing that she uses at the moment. After that, we made oats in there. So, and then I had whey that I brought with me and peanut butter. There they are in the little Tupperwares that I brought with me. I sort of just weighed out my peanut butter in advance, to be fair, because I knew how much I'd need across the weekend. Because again, I just planned my meals out to make sure I knew what I would need. And then, yeah, this is the bathroom facility that we had. So I wanted to stay on a campsite because I said to my friend, like, I will want a shower, I will want a toilet, that kind of thing. So that's what we did. We stayed on a campsite, so I got to have a nice shower in the morning and like use a proper toilet when I wanted to and stuff. And then, yeah, I basically went and did my cardio. Here I am, just like running along the canal. I basically ran into Shrewsbury, completely lost myself in Shrewsbury because it's absolutely beautiful. I love this little run up here. I've been to Shrewsbury last year when I went to Tom's client meetup, so I was familiar with it already. But yeah, it was nice to just kind of go around like familiar, gorgeous little streets and just kind of discover a little bit more of it and stuff. You can kind of see from like the pace I'm walking as well. I was going pretty quickly, like a speed walk. As you can see there, 152 beats per minute was my heart rate. Yeah, we went to a cat cafe as well. Super cute. Absolutely loved it, obviously. Ooh, how tired do I look? Up to this point, I've done 23,000 steps today. That's 18,000 because I'm taking away 5,000 that was part of my cardio when I went on a, like, you know, fast-paced walk this morning. So yeah, we're 18,000 steps deep on top of cardio, and then I know that I've got to walk through Manchester because the train from Shrewsbury stops at Manchester Piccadilly, and then I have to swap to Victoria, so walk between stations. So I've got to walk in Manchester to come. I've got to walk on my end when I get to my home station as well. So I'm probably going to rack up a fair few steps by the end of the day. Probably going to be looking around 30,000 on the clock, which isn't ideal really. But, you know, I do know that this is pretty much going to be my last trip, like, or last non-prep friendly thing that I do really for the rest of the prep now. So this was just one last little fun time away that I allowed myself, which I know I'll like remember. You know, I mean, it's one of those, it's been a memorable weekend, and I'll look back and I'll remember it all year sort of thing, and next year and however long after. So it was definitely worth it, but probably it's going to be a bit tired tomorrow. But yeah, it is what it is. I've had such a good time. Really, really great seeing Hayley, my friend, again. I've seen her in a little while now. So it was great seeing her in her van life and how she's managing it all. And yeah, really proud of her for doing it. It's a pretty cool thing to do, let's be honest. So yes, I'm just waiting in the middle of Shrewsbury now to get my train home. Do not need this because the weather has massively improved. So yeah, it's like my little snuddy that I actually wore on the way down yesterday. But yeah, had a good night's sleep as well last night, which is great. Actually slept really well in the van. It was actually really warm. Ooh, pigeons. But yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit. I'm off to Rotherham tomorrow to train legs with Paige, you know, my old coach. So how exciting. I'll catch up with you then, to be fair. Okay, so today is the day I'm off to Rotherham. I need to set off in about 15 minutes, so I'm just getting this meal in. Rotherham! Do you know where I'm going now? Where am I going? Rotherham! You made such a good impression on my last vlog, Hector. Do you like chicken and potatoes? Or are you just going to sit and be cute? You're going to sit and be cute? You're going to be a good boy? Yeah. No. 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 My chicken. Not for you. Not for you. Not for you. No. Not for you. My chicken. Not yours. Not yours. Yeah. Imagine when you thought you packed your bikini and you weren't. Gutted, mate. Mate, got a joking. Right, my lovelies, that is your lot for this week / 2 weeks. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but yeah, I've had time to film, I just haven't had time to edit. I'm having a nice chilled weekend this weekend. There's nothing on, which is great. I think next weekend I've got a content day, filming like a leg day and things like that. Got a few things coming up, to be fair, as this prep goes on. I mean, Paige has already contacted me and asked if we can also train legs together. It was definitely super nice to train with her again. We haven't had a session together in ages, but we do train well together. If anyone has not followed me for, like, you know, since the beginning of my journey, which you might probably not have, Paige was pretty much what got me into bodybuilding in the first place. Me and Paige used to train at the same gym back in 2018 when she was doing her first prep, and that's pretty much what inspired me into competing, because I was training alongside her, watching her prep, and it inspired me a lot. So there we go. So I'm sure me and Paige will get some more sessions in across this prep. I also had a posing lesson today with Emma Heineman in Bradford, so that was a really good session, despite obviously, you know, leg issues and things like that. I mean, I did train my glutes and hams today, which was great. Not as many niggles, still some exercises I'll just be pulling out, to be fair, because they're just not working anymore with the current state of affairs. But you know, I posed and it felt good. Definitely loads leaner than I was 4 weeks ago when I last had my posing session. So yeah, things are moving really, really quickly on this prep. I'm super excited to see, like, in 4 weeks time, I need to actually book another lesson with Emma, which I will do actually probably tonight. Make sure I've got it in for like a month's time, and in a month's a good amount of time to obviously be practicing your posing, putting all the stuff that you learn into place, and just having a significant difference in your physique as well for the next time. Because obviously the more I lean down, the better we'll be able to see which poses really do suit my physique. So yeah, I'm really excited. That's it for this installment. I will keep you updated on any further changes, but yeah, I checked in with Tom on Tuesday, obviously yesterday, and no changes, so he's really happy with everything. I dropped weight again, so I've dropped another pound or so. I'm about, well, what was it, 12.2 pounds down overall now, so that's great. We'll keep pushing, we'll keep driving forward, and yeah, I'll keep sharing the journey. If you want to know anything else, you know, just drop me a message, let me know, and I'll see you in the next installment. Ciao for now.